The hearing that you had today was about contempt recommendations for Dan Scavino and Peter Navarro. The Justice Department has not acted on the contempt recommendations that you sent for Mark Meadows last year. So can you explain to me how this works? Your committee recommends criminal contempt action. It has to go to the Justice Department, and they are the deciders on that front.
Well, ultimately, it will go to a grand jury, and a grand jury would have to issue the indictment. But the Department of Justice will obviously have the key influence over what a grand jury sees and the arguments that are being made, so that they are the decisive influence. It's very important for us not to let people just blow off the Congress of the United States. The Supreme Court has been clear that citizens who receive a subpoena from a court or from Congress must comply with it, and that applies to every citizen. The idea that they're asserting executive privilege is ridiculous because, one, the president of the United States, Joe Biden, has said he's not asserting executive privilege. Two, Scavino is saying, they've got executive privilege through Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not asserting executive privilege for these guys. He's nowhere to be found. And in any event, even if Joe Biden were to assert it for them, it wouldn't work because executive privilege relates to people who have something substantive to advise a president about. The trade advisor can talk about trade, but the trade advisor wouldn't have any kind of executive privilege to have asserted for him by the president related to an insurrection or other criminal activity. So executive privilege doesn't apply to crime and insurrection. The courts have roundly rejected it. And, we have very little patience for these arguments anymore. The courts are slapping it down, and we're not accepting it. And, we fully expect that these guys are going to have to comply very quickly if they want to avoid criminal contempt.